What does recruiting tell us about Georgia going to Knoxville? Spread is currently 3.5, but the recruiting numbers tell us that it should be much larger than that.
One of the things that really steps out, and you start thinking about it, Kaylee, is this game. And I have a lot of confidence about Georgia in this game because I think a game like this is one in June and July when kids are recruited and kids commit, and then in December when they sign. So to me, this game, who's going to win this game, to me, was decided, especially when you've got a caveat with Georgia, they're going to have better personnel than Tennessee on Saturday. I think nobody would really argue that. Going inside the numbers, let's go dig deep. The first thing that jumps out at me, Kaylee, is just the 5 stars, because these guys are supposed to be the better players. This is a big one right here, okay? Tennessee has signed 5 5-stars in the last 4 cycles. Georgia signed 5 last year, 5 the year before, 2 the year before that, and 5 the year before that. If you took away all of Georgia's 5-star signees last year, they've still got a tremendous edge. And then the one thing about the blue chip ratio, the Bud Elliott blue chip ratio that also sticks out to me is Georgia, 84% of its roster is 4- and 5-star players. The formula behind that is that Bud believes that that no school will win the national championship without a 50% blue chip ratio. Tennessee's ratio of 4- and 5-star players on their roster, Kaylee, it's 54%. So Georgia has 30% more blue chips on the roster than the Volunteers.
I do want to ask you a question about the 5 stars, because even though Georgia has lost more over time, they've had more to lose, and they still have signed more than triple on their roster. So where is it that the 5-star guys make the biggest difference on the field, just in terms of playmakers and positions?
To me, the biggest difference in the game is defensively. I'm having a hard time figuring out who, if any, from Tennessee would start on Georgia's defense this year, because Georgia's concentration is they have a 5-star safety, they have a 5-star corner. Tennessee will be without both of its starting projected corners for this year in this matchup, and then especially at linebacker. Tennessee, if you look at their 2 deep, they've got walk-ons in their 2 deep. Meanwhile, Georgia has the number 1 linebacker in the country in their 3 deep, and that's a freshman, much less Chris Cole and Justin Williams, another number 1 linebacker in the country. And then you look at the safety position, and again, Tennessee is starting another, or going to get 2 deep reps for another walk-on. You look defensively, and Georgia has a decided edge.